2015, there was a snow emergency, but nothing like we had this time, where everything shut down. The Cape lost power for, I think 90% of the Cape lost power for 5 days. And then trying to get the snow removed, if it wasn't for the support of the police department, fire department, the Department of Public Works, there's no way we would have been able to have the parade. We also had volunteers come in to help clear the parking lots. And through the community working together, we were one of the only ones in New England that actually could have the parade on the actual day, which was great, and people needed it. You know, to come after coming out of the storm, people needed something fun to do. Plus, it was a massive boost for the economy at that time of the year when businesses were suffering. Having Katie Taylor, she's currently the 2-time world champion. When we reached out to her, we explained what it was, and it was an instant yes. She was actually honoured to be a part of this parade, and to have Katie here, she was just so welcoming, so warm. There wasn't one person on the parade route that came out to get a photograph, an autograph. Even at the Grand Marshal's dinner, the awards, she met every single person that was at the event, and actually so outgoing, so friendly. And her mother was here, her husband. It was a great event. And to have Katie as Grand Marshal, we'd invite her back any time to come back and march with us.
Dad's got in touch with me from the organising committee to ask me basically would I be interested in being a Grand Marshal, and I think it was a very easy question. I think it's such a huge honour to be a Grand Marshal leading such an amazing parade here in Cape Cod, and so it was an easy one for me to spend a few days at Cape Cod and to lead the parade out. What an amazing moment for me personally, such an amazing privilege and honour for me and my husband. My mom's here as well with us. We're having an amazing few days here. I think St. Patrick's Day is a day where the whole country recognises Ireland. A little tiny nation like Ireland is recognised by the whole world. It's a day when everyone wants to be Irish and wants to be associated with Ireland. And Patrick himself was an amazing man. He's the one that brought Christianity to Ireland. And I love that also because I'm also a Christian. I also love the Lord. And so Patrick holds a very special place in my heart. Not just because the whole world recognises Ireland, but because he's the one that brought Christianity to Ireland. So I think he's an incredible man, and yeah, it's amazing.
We had the Irish American Police Officers Pipe Band. They came in and played. The Irish Step Dancers came in and danced. We had Keohane and Keneally, who are our local band. They play here once a month. They were fantastic. We presented the shillelagh, we presented the sash. We also presented our mom with a special Champion's Mum sash to wear in the parade, which she was very happy with. I just want to thank the committee. We're a committee of 4 people. My wife Terry helps. She's like the 5th committee member. We work year round. We'll have the parade tomorrow, and we take a break for 2 weeks and we start working on next year's parade. This year, the Grand Marshal, in my opinion, couldn't be it's the best Grand Marshal we could ever have. And I'm familiar where they grew up. I learned to swim in the water there and in the ice cream and the amusements and all that stuff. So I love Bray. I was telling her that Bray is a great place in County Wicklow. Katie, when we asked her to be the Grand Marshal, I nearly fell off the seat when I got the phone call from Sean. And I was telling Terry, got a pincher, I can't believe. Such a nice person to do this. Tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful day. It's the first nice day since last December, so you brought the good weather. I'm also delighted to have Sean march tomorrow, and another nice surprise is Bridget came over from Dublin yesterday, is going to march as well. Katie right now is the undisputed world champion boxer. She was an Olympic gold medalist. She played international soccer for the Irish soccer team. She was instrumental in bringing women's boxing to the Olympics. Her man, I think, carried the flag, am I correct? The Olympics. The torch, even better, carried the torch. And I'd like to invite Katie up because she's as nervous as me talking in public. And I got a couple of things I want to present to her. Now we're both under the gun, Katie. I'd just like to present the Grand Marshal's Award to Katie, and I'm delighted you had it, actually. You're welcome. Neighbour.
Thank you, absolutely.
You're welcome. And we have the Grand Marshal's sash. A lot of people have worn this sash, and I think it's fantastic that Katie's going to be wearing it tomorrow leading the parade.
Wow, amazing.
Probably going to fall.
Yeah.
It's not quite like the...
Amazing.
I know she's used to having belts around her, but it's probably a bit lighter than what you're used to. I also have another thing here, which is there's a tradition at the parade every year. It goes back to one of the former committee members. Their relative came over, landed in Ellis Island. When she got here, the story was she had a shillelagh and she pressed it 3 times when she stepped off the boat in Ellis Island to signify the green, white and orange of Ireland. And what we do as a tradition is tomorrow, when we get everything lined up, the parade's ready to go, we will officially hand the parade over to Katie and she becomes the Grand Marshal. And Katie will have the honour of tapping the shillelagh 3 times to start the parade. If you do not stamp it 3 times, we'll just wait till you say go, because we can stay there for an hour or so. And I'd like to present that to you as well.
Amazing.
I know she doesn't need a shillelagh. She's quite capable of defending herself without the shillelagh, so. And Bridget, you're not getting out of this one, Bridget. You got to come up here too. We have something for Bridget. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. She's going to love this.
That's incredible.
We're actually the same age. We're only like, what are we, 38? We frequent the same places, I think, when we're growing up and stuff. I have
Like this man's guitar.
and I have a little surprise for you. And Maria from Dublin made it for you.
Okay.
And it's
Really big
Champion's mum. You got to wear it tomorrow. You're welcome. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So I don't know if you want to say words, and that's up to you, but I'm like you, I'd be quite done right now. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for your hospitality. It's such an honour to be here. It's an honour to lead the parade tomorrow and to be the Grand Marshal. Thank you so much, Des, and everyone involved in this amazing parade. I'm so proud to be Irish. We carry the Irishness so proudly, and I think here in Iran during the London Olympic Games might be my highlight of my career. Seeing the Irish flag go up here and everybody screaming Iran it was such a proud moment for me and my family, and just having a chance to represent my country every single time I step into that ring is so such an honourable thing. We love the fact that we're Irish, and especially in a weekend where we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Everybody in the whole country wants to be Irish, and I think when you look at that, why such a small nation had such an impact in the whole world, and I think it's the fighting spirit inside of us, and it's nearly part of our national psyche. We are the fighting Irish, and we are always up for the fight, and
12 o'clock tonight.
And yeah, we're just so honoured to be here and to lead the parade out, and to be here in Cape Cod is such an amazing honour. So thank you so much, everyone, and we can't wait for tomorrow.
Everybody's Irish, St. Patrick's Day.
Growing up as kids, we always in Ireland, we would always see the news, and it was always the parades all over New York, Savannah, Chicago, the big parades. The parade on the Cape itself was from a person who was from Dublin, who unfortunately he passed away before the parade could take place. Thomas McCann was his name, and his dream was to have a parade on Cape Cod, and that's how that started. And you got a community with the volunteers who got together 21 years ago, and they eventually were able to start this tiny little parade that's just grown into this massive parade.
Green all her eyes when she's smiling at me.
It's become not just an Irish, it's more the community. We've all different community groups that march in the parade, so it's become this massive, big celebration of all the different communities that all work together, different people working together for one cause, and then that's what it's become in the last 21 years.
After me and do say, I swear to be Irish, I swear I'll wear green all day and all night on the March 17. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day, and it's good you know the way. First pint of Guinness began as a mistake. Add 2-part Baileys, you got an Irish milkshake. Add 3-part Jamies and you'll drive out the snakes. Sing the song of St. Paddy on St. Patrick's Day. Hey! You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way, it's narrow and straight. You know the way this day. Oh, so get your Irish on up, hey, and raise your right cup. Repeat after me and do say, I swear to be Irish, I swear I'll wear green all the day and all night on the March 17. And everyone's Irish St. Patrick's Day, and it's good you know the way. Was just a young laddie, stone pale freckled face. One Sally O'Malley, she gave me good chase. So I ditched down the alley, caught me big lucky break. Met the love of my life here on St. Paddy's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way, it's narrow and straight. Forever a Paddy on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy, it's St. Patrick's Day. Everyone, you know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way, it's narrow and straight. And everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy, it's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way, it's narrow and straight. And everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy, it's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way, it's narrow and straight. And everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy, it's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way. song of St. Paddy. It's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way. It's narrow and straight, and everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy. It's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. Oh, you know the way. It's narrow and straight, and everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish on Mulhongy Lane. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day. Sing the song of St. Paddy. It's St. Patrick's Day. You know the way, you know the way, you know the way this day. You know the way. It's narrow and straight. Everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish St. Patrick's Day.
But there's certain businesses that support us yearly without question. One of them is the Sons of Erin, Cape Cod Irish Village, the 19th Hole Tavern here in Hyannis, obviously ourselves. And they're the ones that every year they step up. We don't even have to ask and they make a donation every year, which is why we're happy when people who go to the parade actually frequent and go to their business and support them as well.